All right, welcome back, folks. This is Insecticidal 151 coming at you with an update on my Venus flytrap project. As many of you know, I got some super discounted Death Cube Venus flytraps from Lowe's a couple weeks ago. I put them in the bog between March 8th and March 9th of 2024. And as you'll see here in a second, as this is the first one I'm showing, and here's the second one, there's absolutely nothing to see. This is the time where a lot of people panic and go dig the Venus flytraps up out of the ground and start, panic fixing the problem. Right now, from what I can tell and what I'm used to seeing in this moment, there is no problem. You can see right here, this is one of the Walmart flytraps that was in a lot better condition than the Lowe's flytraps. The Walmart flytraps are grown in a little bit higher light, and they were a little fresher getting to when I got a hold of them versus the ones at Lowe's that have been there for a couple months. But the Lowe's flytraps, like this one, that is nothing to see by this tag, they all have died back to the rhizome underground, and this is normal. The first stage is you stick them out there, and immediately, if it's in full sun, they sunburn. Me, I'm not the type to protect the already damaged foliage from the plants sitting in the store under two shelves in 100% shade all day with no water. I don't protect that foliage because those traps will never function again. It won't repair those traps. What's done is done for that foliage. So what I do is I let Mother Nature toast it. The sun hits it. They die back to the rhizome, and then after maybe a month, these will probably take, if I had to guess, a month and a half, closer to 2 months before I start seeing some new life, which is not abnormal for this time of year. I put them out kind of early. I mean, if all things were perfect, I would have put these out in late April, early May, and they would bounce back faster, but it's still winter here. I mean, we just had a 30-degree night a couple days ago, and last night it got all the way down to about 35. So we're not out of the clear. We're not in the clear, as far as all of these wild temperature swings. We still have a couple more weeks of that. But the daytime highs will start sticking more into the upper 60s and, low to mid 70s, which will then make the bog wake up in an even faster pace. This is the toughest part of having temperate carnivorous plants because we're all so eager for winter to end because we are ready for our plants to come out of dormancy. Yeah, these are my fly traps that have overwintered this entire winter outside. They were in some of my other bogs, and when I built this big bog in ground, I just transplanted them in. So these are actual dormant Venus flytraps, and this is what they look like during their winter dormancy. That one right there, for instance, you still have traps, you still have leaves. They just grow extremely slow, and they show, that fall and winter coloration. Within the next couple weeks, just like everything else, they'll start bouncing back. There are about 50 to 55 fly traps in this bog, and I planted them to cover the entire foreground. So fingers crossed they all come back and grow in and fill in that foreground to have that nice forest of Venus flytraps that I envisioned. If not, if they don't survive, because like I said, I put them out there kind of early. If they don't survive, I'll try to get a hold of a couple more Death Cubes, and we'll keep the process going until I have this thing filled up. But I appreciate you all taking a look at my video, and I look forward to seeing you soon.